Hi there, it's Kerry with Kerry's Designs, and today I am featuring StampersBest as part of my storage solutions for storing some of my stamps, well actually most of my stamps. First of all, I use their Cling Storage Card, which actually I find it's the most economical price around, and I like using it because they're recycled, so you know, less is more if we're trying to recycle. I like the idea that they're doing that, and these are nice and thick. I've bought other ones in the past, and again, for the price and the quality, these are by far the best. And I like them a lot. You get 5 in a pack, and they're just really thick. This is how most people store them, and this is how I store some of my stamps. These are other stamps that I have, and I'm not quite happy with this. I have kind of limited space on where I can store things, and for me to have all my stamps and binders would be like, all I would have would be binders. So I am kind of moving away from this, and what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to stick my stamps on the StampersBest Cling Storage Cards, but I'm cutting them in half. And what you can do is you can store them like this with the front on, you know, with it on the front. If they're unmounted, it's best to store them on these cards. If they're already mounted, they come on a let me find one. If they're already mounted, they come on a plastic sheet already, so they can already stick them and just keep them in a different storage solution. But if they're unmounted, chances are they're not going to be stuck to anything, and you need to find something to stick them to. So what I did is, since I have these, I have tons of these envelopes, which I like, I cut them in half, and like I said, you could either, you know, tape this on the front, or you could tape it on the back, and that way you could look at it and see what you have. But with these too, I could have this one on the front, and then I could stick like another set on the back. So you could have virtually 2 sets on one card, which kind of doubles your storage. For right now, I have 1 set per card, and all I do to store them is I put them in one of these plastic sheets, and you can find these sheets anywhere. But like I said, you don't really need to if you don't want to. This is just the way I prefer to do it. So there's your sheet, and there's your stamps. It works really nice. Again, these are my favorite right here. But I have my little girls in here, and there they are. You know, they stick so nicely. So, and I've basically doubled how I'm storing things, I think. I store mine in a little altered box so that I am a visual person, and I like to flip through things. That way, if I want to work on, you know, I want to look at this one, I can pull all my laces out, and then I can pull out my other set of laces, which are right here. I can just pull them out and use them and just throw them back in the box. So I haven't mounted these yet on anything. I'm thinking I'm going to keep them this way just for now. But most of them, as you can see, are stored on the pages, which works out really well. So that's one of my storage solutions for my stamps, and I'm really loving this this storage solution. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you guys. Bye bye.